do? What it do? Your boy back in the building. They had me locked out, y'all. I've been trying to go live, man, and keep my shit going. They done locked me out, man. My account been locked for 3-4 days, man. And I've been kind of under the weather, y'all. So, really just getting back out here, man. Where the fuck my lighter go? Yeah, man. What y'all up to, man? What's up? Y'all see this weak ass weather we got? Always some weak ass shit going on here in Michigan, dog. With this weather. Man, what the hell I do with that light? Damn. Oh. Let me find my motherfucking light. What's up, y'all? I'm back in, man. Discuss a few more topics, man. What y'all feel about March Madness, though, man? Who gonna win it? This year is a weird year, too, man. All these new teams that's in there. Yeah, I smoke joints now, man. I don't even fuck with them blunts anymore. Most people don't know how to roll these motherfuckers, though. That's why they don't be fucking with them. But I can roll you a joint, man. You'll stop smoking them blunts. And this shit way healthier for you. I started fucking with these joints because of Currency, man. Currency, the one who put me up on these motherfuckers. Man, y'all excuse me, too. I'm getting over being sick, man. I've been in the bed for about 3 days, man, trying to get over whatever I'm going through. I feel better, man. But I'm still kind of under the weather, man. Weed help with that shit, though. Help me cough that shit up, man, and spit it out. Get that shit out your system. See, that's a medical benefit that they don't try to tell you about, about the mucus, man. You get them mucus membranes empty, you smoke some good enough weed, you smoke the strong stuff, Most cats like quantity, man. I've never been a quantity type of cat, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when we was smoking regular weed, I was on some quantity type shit, but you feel me? Let me put my belt off, man. Already out here smoking. Park this motherfucker, man. But yeah, man, so we can go over these topics. Y'all go holla at my nigga on Genesee, man. Skanks, that's his name. I was calling him Arnez. I don't know where the hell I got that shit from. But yeah, go holla at Skanks, man, up there, man. At Queen Kush, man. I'm telling you. Shit fire, dog. He got that Gorilla Glue up there. He got all type of little strands up there. Like I say, I've never been into just quantity like that, man. I've always searched for the best weed. It didn't matter how much it cost. It didn't matter who had it. I've always looked for the best shit. Like I was just talking to my homie Dark Skin Ken the other day on live on Instagram, telling him, man, who got them Gans plants, man? Who got the Gans? Where is that at? Like, that's the only strand that I ain't seen come back around. Now, we done seen a lot of stuff come back into play. But that Gans, I don't know who's growing that shit in Detroit or where them Detroit niggas was getting that shit from. But That shit usually, that's probably the coldest weed I ever smoked in my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always been into quality, man. It's kind of like I was telling my nigga E yesterday. It's like we were polo. Now, you might have a lot of people who question why we wear polo. And it's because, me personally, it's because of the fabrics. The quality of the fabrics. You get what I'm saying? This is the experiment I want you to try. Go find the most affordable shirt you can find. I ain't saying cheap, because I hate cheap shit. Or cheap people. Just cheap. That's one thing I hate, is cheap. When a person is cheap with themselves, any of that. I hate that shit. But what I'm saying is, go find the most affordable shirt you can find. And then go get a polo shirt. Wear them and wash them. And wear them again. When you put that mug on that second time, you're going to understand why I would rather go get a polo tee than a regular tee. I ain't going to even tell you what or why. I'm just do the experiment, and you will see why quality is always better than quantity. It's snowing. It was just sunny out here, y'all. I was just out here. It was sunny. It wasn't no rain, snow. In the last 30 minutes, it went from sunny to rainy to actually snowing out here. It's crazy, man. It's a Michigan thing, though. And it's kind of the reason why I don't want to be in Michigan no more. I mean, I love Michigan, but like I just say, I've literally been working out, eating right. You know, haven't been on no type of meat like that. You know what I'm saying? Been eating salads. I've been really doing good, man. I feel really good. And still managed to get sick. And I feel like it came from the weather, man. Just the one day we was sunny, next day we was snowing. Then the one day we had hail. Like, man, it's weird out here. So y'all gotta bundle up. Y'all got to, wear your extra layers. You might have to see with Michigan weather, you might have to put something on, take it off, and put it right back on. That's just how the weather is out here, man. We just had a better environment, man. Michigan will be alright, man. Let's get into some topics, though, man. Let's get into some topics. Let me see, man. Yeah, my bad, y'all. But no, one of my topics, though, man, this is for the men. Why y'all don't question y'all women, man? Why y'all don't? And a lot of people be like, man, bro, what you mean? This is what I mean. Like, you know how your woman be asking you everything? Like, nigga, where you going? Where you been? What you gonna do? Like 1,000 questions. She has 1,000 questions. Some of the questions don't even make no sense. And she know they don't make no damn sense. But she still asks them anyway. Why you don't ask your girl that many questions? As men, why don't we ask women questions? Like, why don't we question what they do, but they question everything we do? That's one of them things that I just, I think about this type of shit, man, and I actually record it. Like, I actually save it, man. Save that actual thought and come back to it to have this conversation with y'all right now and really find out, why don't we question our women enough? And then, another question is, why when you question your women, you met with so much backlash and back talk and what is the word? You met with so much deflection. It's like, man, One time I was talking to my baby mama, and she was telling me how, she wasn't a kid. And I'm like, I'm not treating you like a kid. But when I go to question you, or I go to, try to figure out why you doing something that you shouldn't be doing, your response is you're not a kid. But let me respond in that same way. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that's the reason why guys don't question a women. But I'm gonna question a woman. I'm not the type of man that's gonna get with a woman and not question the type of shit she do. I want to know why you got so many kids and you ain't with your baby dad. I want to know why you don't cook, but you love to eat. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to know questions that are stumpers. Like, why is your life the way it is and you keep blaming others for how your life is? See, these are the questions that, women don't. I don't want to say all women though. So that's a disclaimer. None of my content describes all women. If I'm talking about a hoe, I'm talking about a particular woman. I'm talking about a bitch, that's a particular woman. If I'm talking about a black woman, a white woman, I'm going to, make specific of what I'm talking about. So don't ever just think when I'm talking I'm putting everybody or everyone into one thing. I'm speaking in general. But it's more like I say, man, it's more like, why do we look at it in a way where a woman can question us about everything? And we got to take that as men, but we don't question a woman about nothing that she do. My thing with that is like, man, men are not, as bold and as brave as they used to be anymore. I look at men as kind of softer, man. Like, we don't have too many men that practice manliness. We have a lot of men who are beta male scent manginas, who are doing more submitting than they woman is doing more helping than they woman is doing. See, that's where I feel like everything got twisted up. When we start being the helper. Like, you got to think about it. A woman to come to a man with money to get help with changing her life, right? But the true role in this thing in life, man, was woman was created to help the man. So while you got women who become rich that don't want to be in relationships and don't ever think to go back and help a man or to help a man in general, you have women who think like a man is supposed to help them. Like I say, one of my questions is always if I'm dating a chick or if she got kids. That's why I tend to really not talk to women with kids, because it's like, why aren't you with your children's father? What happened? And almost all the time, it's always that man's fault. It's always something he did. It's always something that happened that, it's no accountability placed on herself. Like I've done some things in my life where I had to literally be accountable and held accountable in a way that I would not let anybody else hold me accountable, because I would air out my own things. I would tell my own thing. I would tell her, just say, me and my relationships, I would be the person that would want to tell you about if I'm doing something. But I would do it with the intentions of you helping me get through it, not becoming upset that I'm being open and honest with you. See, and that's another thing that men have a problem with too, is like when we open up, you have women who don't understand that just like y'all got y'all homegirls to talk to, sometimes we ain't got no homeboys to talk to. Because, niggas don't sit around gossiping and talking and doing the shit that women do. So, as a man, to have a woman, that's something she's supposed to help you with, as far as being able to talk to somebody, being able to be understood, that's all it's about, man. It ain't, you don't have to agree with everything a man does, but you do have to understand why he does it. It's like, we don't get women all the time, but it's nobody's forcing us to understand y'all in a way that, you know, well, I'm not gonna say that. We're not in a mind state as a man when it comes to women to where it's gonna stress us out trying to figure y'all out. We can agree to disagree. Once y'all say what y'all say, we can come up with an understanding. We get it. We ain't gotta go no further. We don't have to agree with everything that y'all say, man. And that's one beautiful thing about being a man. We just, we know how to stress less when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, why y'all don't question y'all women as much as they question you? You know what I'm saying? Why we ain't questioning the black community as much as we should be about some of the, things that they're doing, man. It's a lot of horrendous things going on right now. It's a lot of, shit that, man, it's a lot of shit going on in the community right under your eyes that you're not even seeing going on. If you look at Newsbreak or MLive or even have that Facebook scanner shit, that page, man, it's a lot of shit going on, man. Like right here in Saginaw, every single day that you don't even know that's going on around this bitch. There's always something going on. So, why ain't we questioning what's going on around here, man? Why ain't we asking no questions about that? Another thing is, why ain't we coming together on no group economics type shit? Every other city I have seen that's been successful, from Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, all the way out to Cali, New York, just anywhere where, you have had mass success. You have had a collection of people come together. And, I was just talking to somebody about this, man. Like, as soon as you see a brand, right? Motherfuckers see a brand. Next thing you know, motherfuckers want to do the same thing. It's like everybody can't be a mechanic, bro. Everybody can't be a painter. Everybody can't be the nigga that came up with the coldest shirt brand. Everybody can't be just say everybody want to open up restaurants now. Everybody can't cook. So my thing is, y'all actually feel like we can do what everybody else is doing instead of supporting what everybody else is doing and figuring out something that they can support when it comes to you. That's my thing. Like, everybody can't be a barber, man. You know what I'm saying? Personally, man, I went to school to be a barber to learn how to cut hair. It had nothing to do with a career. It had nothing to do with me ever wanting to be a barber. It was just more about self-improvement, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had been messing my shit up for years. So, to go and learn from the instructors and the people that taught me, and not just the people, the students. I learned more from the students, and we learned more from each other than actually the instructors. The instructors, like I say, they were the people that kind of chaperoned us and kept us on the right path. But at the end of the day, I learned more from, people like Ken Archibald, you know what I'm saying? And all type of people that were, that went to the school with me at the same time. But we learned more from each other than, just really watching, the instructors do anything, But everybody can't do the same thing, man. Motherfuckers got to do different shit, and we got to support what each other is doing. Like, my thing is, I've been talking about the dispensary could be something that we profit off of, that we benefit off of. But who wants to get into that? We have a lot of people who are still stuck in this older mind state where you got to understand that in Michigan, marijuana is illegal. I mean, marijuana is legal. You get what I'm saying? Like, they still think it's illegal, but this stuff is legal, man. We ain't out here committing crimes no more, man. Just to smoke some shit that'll take our mind off of a stressful work day. Or just a stressful day with your kids. Or people in general, your family. Like, this is something that they're making billions of dollars off of, man. Billions of dollars off of marijuana, man. And you mean to tell me people are still trying to create clothing brands? Like, y'all still want to create a restaurant, man? Like, we can get a dispensary, man. We can get the license to, grow thousands of plants, man. Thousands of plants that can sustain our lifestyles, our family's life for years to come. All from growing this crop. And then taking this crop and getting a dispensary and selling it out of there, man. Like, all legal, all legit. Like MC Hammer, man. We'd be too legit to quit. But you still have people that want to go work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know people that been working for the plant for years, man. They still work in the plant. Like, take some of that money. Find a person like me who, when this stuff was illegal, I was a legal hubby. You know what I'm saying? I was out here catching cases, getting in trouble. In the streets, in the field. Working. Did the groundwork, man. Laid down some of the groundwork for what they're able to do right now in this city, man. When I was doing it, it wasn't legal. And I got in trouble for that. But you find a person like me, and then you go through certain programs, which I'm going to find the name of the program and put it in the description. But you find a person like me, and we open a dispensary and we get everything half off because I've caught marijuana cases. I have a maintaining a drug house on my record, man. That shit hindered me for years. Like, this chick asked me one time, man, why they call you streets? You don't even look like you be in the streets. And that's the thing. Why would I want to look like I be in the streets? That's what I don't get. That's why I say that I will question a woman's logic to death. To death, because they will do the same thing to you, as they should. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm bashing the women for what they do. That's why I say one beautiful thing about being a man is we understand without agreeing. We don't have to agree with what our woman says, but we understand what she wants. So it's about following orders. It's about following a certain guide. And once you got that guide, you don't need everybody influence or help or encouragement. You got what you need. Now it's about execution. That's what it's about, execution, man. And I just feel like I said, as a group here in Saginaw, Michigan, we ain't executing, man. Y'all seen that game last night with Draymond? He went nuts. A lot of people, like, you can even hear it in the commentator's voice. They was hating. They was mad that Draymond had went into that little rant and rave that he went into before they came back and won the game. See, the thing, what you got to understand is, man, us being from Saginaw, we came up in some horrendous, environments, man. I came up in an environment kind of like in Cali, you came up in the gang culture. In Cali, you came up in the gang culture and the drug culture too. Nigga, right around the corner from my house was a store. At that store, nigga, it was 50 drug dealers, nigga. That was there every day like it was their job. Some of them cats had jobs, man. And still was there, making that on the side for their families, man. You get what I'm saying? So, back to what I was saying, man. As a group, I feel like people be bullshitting because at the end of the day, we could be so much further ahead if we just put our heads together, put our bread together, and stop trying to do the same businesses. Yep, we got the butcher. You feel me? We got the mechanic. We got the grocery stores. We got the dispensaries. You get what I'm saying? We don't need 18 clothing lines, man. We need at least one good clothing line that we promote and push. One or two. We promote and push those to the world. We invest all the money into those people so they can go out into the world, and we're pushing them further out to more fans and to more buyers and customers. We want to do that. We want to push people out here to where they can be recognized. Once they get those deals, once they get into better positions, then they come back to little old Saginaw, and the people that help put them in that position, they bring with them. That's how it works, man. It's a ladder. It's a ladder system. And I just feel like there's no ladder here, man. Like a person to jump up and get access to the next level, but not understand, though, that once you get to that next level, it's not for you to stay there or look down upon the people that's still on that last level and laugh or just be like, man, I can't help them. Because honestly, you could go to the next level if you just keep pulling people up with you. Because if you could get me up there, I'm guaranteeing I'm going to help you get to the next level. I'm just one of those type of people, man. And that's why I don't waste time. That's why it's hard to even be in a relationship with a person like me. I'm too motherfucking real. And I'm going to hold you accountable to the shit that you don't and do. If you do good by me, I'm going to spoil you just naturally. You're going to get whatever you want from me. That's my woman in particular. But even with my homeboys, if my homeboy look out for me and cares about me and my family, oh yeah, you get the same mutual respect. Ain't no you get less than. I'm gonna give you that and even more because that's the type of person I am. But like I say, it's just hard to find those type of people in this city, man. You know, people want to get to the next level, but nobody wants to help anybody get, you know, what they got going on started. It's like I know a lot of clothing brands, man. I know a lot of people that had clothing brands, and these people aren't even like existing no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had some good ideas, but the thing about a good idea, man, is everybody has fucking good ideas, man. Everybody has good ass ideas, man. Ain't nobody around this motherfucker sitting around not thinking of some shit that could get them out of their misery, man. Like, everybody got plans, man, but it's about execution. It's about who gonna actually put forth the effort, who gonna put forth that first step, who gonna find out the information, who gonna research. You know, it's like, who gonna do all that? And most people, once they figure out that it takes that, they become discouraged. See, I like work, man. That's why Kobe was my favorite player, because I've always wanted to understand the ins and outs of whatever it was I was interested in. When I went to school, I wasn't interested in learning because the things they wanted me to learn, I had no interest in. But it's like, the older I got, man, and I started being able to learn the things I wanted to learn, I mastermind those things. And I can learn them like super quick, like playing the piano. I don't know how to play it like an expert, but once I was able to go to college and take that course where I was playing piano, I learned how to read notes. I learned how to, you know, play melodies. I learned that it's only 7 notes. You get what I'm saying? So with those notes, within those notes, you should be able to create any style beat. Like, a lot of the beats that they play now, they're not even playing all 7 chords. You know what I'm saying? Or 7 notes, I mean. They're not even, it could be two keys that they're playing. They put a drum line to that shit, and that's all you need. You know? Now you done made a hit. But that ain't even real. Like, they ain't put no effort in that music. You know, it's kind of like how they don't put no effort in us coming up out this hellhole we living in, but motherfuckers steadily complaining about it, man. Nobody put no work towards it, man. I've literally studied credit. I've studied music. I've studied video. I've studied barbering. I've studied women. I've studied man behavior, specifically the alpha male's behavior, or even the loner's man behavior. Because, you know, one thing about being in a relationship, man, if you don't find the right person to be in that relationship with, you can actually put yourself in hell. So, you know, you never know if you're going to choose the right person, man. But just to be alone sometimes, man, isn't a bad thing, man. I actually love being alone. You know, doing what I'm doing right now. Smoking me a fat ass joint, chilling, and talking to y'all, you know, instead of talking to myself or talking to somebody else and talking their ear off. I'm talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know, give me some feedback, what y'all feel on the topic. Like I say, why we don't question our women enough. And that's just in general. That ain't black women, that's in general. Men don't question their women enough, you know what I'm saying? But you could generalize that with black people, because black men don't question their women enough, you know? I mean, a good question to me is, why do you want to be married to me? You get what I'm saying? Like, most women never think about that before they get married. It's like, you have some women, not all, but some women who do, and they have a great relationship with their husband. But then you have a lot of women who get in and out of these marriages who never ask that single question. Like, I mean, you know, like, that man never asked that woman that question, is what I mean. Like, why haven't you thought about that, man? That's a real good question. Like, why do you want to marry me? You know? And if it's because you provide and do all these things that she's supposed to do, then that's questionable right there. Your woman is supposed to help you. See, with me in particular, I'm the type of man that you gotta benefit the the process of my progress. Meaning, the more I progress in life, you're going to benefit from what I'm doing. Now, if we reverse the roles and put you in my shoes, then think about that. That would be you as a woman having a goal. And in your life, that goal, nothing is more important. And the only way that a man can come into your life and be a part of your life is if he's going to contribute to completion of the goal. There's nothing wrong with a man thinking in that fashion, man. Like, having a purpose as a man is a wonderful thing. Being too busy to deal with women is a wonderful thing, man. Like, don't compromise your time and purpose to even deal with women, especially women who don't benefit the process of your progress, man. You got to understand that this is deep. This is top-notch tier game, man. This is a higher level conversation, man. Shout out to my nigga 19 Keys, man. This is a higher level conversation that, you know, I bring to y'all, you know. My whole thing is just, you know, it could be more unity, man. It could be more people pushing people to complete their goals. It could be more love, man. It's like it's a lack of love, you know. And people choose to, you know, live that way than, you know, how things used to be. Like, things weren't good before COVID, but it's like, man, I'm just so glad that I'm not on my 10th booster shot, and just it's like everybody's old now. Everybody is on medicine. Everybody is hurting. Everybody is sick. Like I said, I ain't never been so sick in my life, man, until COVID hit. Then it's like now I can catch a cold, you know, so quick. When I was growing up, I rarely remember being sick, man. That's why I've been trying to eat right and work out and just switch my routine, switch my diet up. Just got me a little Caesar salad from Animes, you know. I've been on the salads hard. I've like rarely even been on some meat, like pause. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that twisted. But it's just I've been really trying to be on them smoothies, tropical smoothie, man. I've been on that lean machine, that island green, you know, that limey, all of that. I've been on all of that, you know. And really just trying to stay away from heavy meals, man. Get my gut health together, like word to my nigga E, you know, get that gut health together and just get back in the gym, man, and stay active, because that's the best thing you can do for your body is keep it loose, keep it ready to go, because you never know, man. But yeah, just that Gorilla Glue. Vote! Y'all don't know nothing about that. But fuck with me, man. What y'all feel, man? Chime in on them topics. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Do men question a woman enough, or you know, are they not? Like, because I truly feel like we're not. We're not asking those questions. Like, why are you going to college for that degree? You get what I'm saying? One thing I learned when I went to Delta, man, and got my associates, was a lot of people just sign up for college because they're being pressured into it. That's younger people. But then a lot of people sign up for college just because they ain't had shit else to do, or they needed some money, not knowing that they was gonna get themselves deeper into debt later on in life by going to college, man. So those are like questions that you want to ask a student right before they commit to a college, man, or getting them student loans. Once you start getting them student loans, yeah, you gonna get a little money and be able to go get fresh and buy this and buy that. But then the interest, you know, especially what you going to school for. A lot of people going to school for degrees that ain't even paying them more than how much it costs to get the course completed or the degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, your degree costs more than what that job pay you yearly. And that's the question you need to be asking these students. Like, what you going to school for? How much that pay a year? Do that pay more than how much it costs to get that? How long it's gonna take you to pay the student loans back for that program that you took in college? You know what I'm saying? And how many years, you know? Those are the type of questions you need to be asking, you know, these students, man, that's going from high school, going off into college. For real. The crazy thing about this weather, though, is it's going to do this, and then tomorrow, it ain't going to be no snow on the ground. It's snow everywhere right now. And it is slowed down, but I don't know. I kind of like Michigan because of that, but then that's why I don't like Michigan. It's weird, man. This weather is bipolar like most of the people here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, yeah, man, this is a weird environment. You know, we got every season here, you know, but we go through every season rapidly. Like, in one day, we go through every season. Like, I don't think there's no other place in the world like that. But, yeah, man. Y'all holler at me, man. Like I said, I'll probably get back on here later and talk about some shit, man. But right now, I'll probably go in here, eat my salad, sit back, you know, do a little cleaning and shit since a nigga feel a little better, man. Get to trying to stretch, man. I fuck around and tried to hack some shit up, man. It hurt like the top part of my back. I'm like, what the hell? Like, man, that's how I knew I was not feeling well. But just thank the Lord I'm up now, moving back around. You know what I'm saying? This fresh air did a wonderful job, you know. Just getting out the house, man. I've been in the house for about 3 days. Then they had locked my Facebook up. I don't know why. They didn't say somebody tried to hack my Facebook. But what I think happened was I done got on this live shit, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't just some normal shit I normally do. So they was like, hold on, this ain't this nigga. Like, so, yeah, man. They had locked my account up for about 3-4 days. finally let me back into my shit. So, yeah. But I'm gonna hit y'all later, man, and get with y'all later and see what y'all on.